So it looks like Eric Chelle has just named his final 23-man list. Obviously, last week there was a provisional list that was, dropped last week actually, and a lot of players were on it. I was excited about a lot of them, and I can tell you that bunch of them didn't really make it, and some new names were included actually in this new 23-man list, and some new names were dropped. And we're getting into to be talking about it. And first of all, I'll show you the provisional list, and then I'll show you now the official squad list for the upcoming international break. I think it's next week. I think after this week, next week we are in the international break. Yeah. So if you watch this squad, there are new names like Adele Adebayo. I think Kayode Bankole, I don't think I've seen him in the Eagle squad. And if you went to the back line, you see someone like our defenders, you see someone like who's name? Jordan and Ifeanyi Onyebuchi and Iga Obu. And then if in our midfield, there's a player that I really, really like so much, which is Crisanto Suche and Papa Daniel Mustafa. And in the front line, I think we had a lot of them, and some of them who has been given a lineup. But here on the list is actually the World Cup qualifier squad list. On the goalkeeping position, Stanley Wabale, Amos Obasegi, Kayode Bankole. On defenders, William Chusekong, Bright Osai Samuel, Bruno Emechi, Kevin Bassi, Olaoluwa Aina, Iga Obu, Wilfred Ndidi. In the midfield, Wilfred Ndidi, Raphael Oyedika, Hassan Yusuf, Alex Iwobi, Joseph Ayodele Arebo, Papa Daniel Mustafa. Forward, we have players like Chukwueze, Victor Osimhen, Ademola Lookman, Victor Boniface, Simon Moses, Sadiq Umar, Nathan Tala, and Tolu. So yeah, and if you watch this list from the provisional list, I think what he did, which I really, really recommend. I'm talking also players that I thought could have made the list that didn't make it. But I think what he did in the list is that in every position he had he had to call up new players that hasn't been around the squad. I think that is in Kayode Bankole. I don't think I've seen him in the Super Eagles squad. This is actually the first time. What's his name? Was Maduka Okoye was really dropped because for a while he wasn't playing games, and he was the betting scandal, blah blah, and he just returned in the squad last week. And we understand that it's understandable for us to make the Super Eagles call up to be something that it's well deserved. It should be given by merit, by someone that merits it. And at this point in time, Maduka Okoye is not playing games. And I think it should be given to someone that plays game. In as much as Maduka Okoye is like, he's from the same place with me, so and I will always be biased when it comes to his issue. But I think it's well deserved. And if you go in the midfield, in the defense, he called on Iga Obu. I think this is actually his first call up, and he's highly rated. I think he plays in the Czech Republic League, if I'm not mistaken. A lot of people have sang praises about him. So that is the player that was named. And in the midfield, he called up Papa Daniel Mustafa and Joseph Aribo, who has, I think for the past 2 years I haven't seen Aribo in the squad, and it's really good for him to be back. He has been solid for Southampton this season. He has played almost every position that he's called upon: midfield, centre back. You get me? I think he's among the Southampton captain. He said that he's third captain or like the second captain. I don't really know. I'm not sure about that. And you have players like Wilfred Ndidi. I think the midfield is like really okay, but I'm not really satisfied because I feel like players like Crisanto Suche should be here. Like he has been really solid for Getafe, but on the other hand, Crisanto Suche is still a very young player, and I think maybe the coach wants him to put more effort to like merit his call up, which I think is very nice from the coach, and the way he's trying to do this thing. But now in the fourth space is a place where I'm really happy. Tolu, I think every other player here has been called up. Nathan Tella, he was called up a few months ago, and Chukwueze, Victor Osimhen, Ademola Lookman, Boniface, Simon Moses, who has been on hot form, Sadiq Umar on hot form. I think our front line, all of them has been on hot form, and there is this Rangers guy, I can't pronounce his name, I'm sorry, but he has been equally, he has been solid. But this Tolu guy is a guy that a lot of people like. it's not like a lot of people have actually talked about him, and I haven't watched him. I'm just going off start. I think he's the highest goal scorer in the Belgian league. Obviously, Nigerians has conquered the Belgian league a lot of times. Players like Gift Urban, who wasn't on this list because he had some few problems with his club, and he's at Hoffenheim or Hoffenheim, I think Hoffenheim or Hoffenheim, where he's currently playing back to back and he's scoring for form, and he didn't really make the list. That goes to show you, like, there's a lot of strikers. A lot of them were actually dropped. I think Terry Murphy was equally dropped as well. A lot of strikers was dropped. I think how I wish, like, we are blessed in the midfield where we are blessed with strikers, because we have a lot of strikers that it's not even being looked at. You call them someone like Chubakpa, and a lot of people were talking, why didn't he make the list? I was equally surprised that he didn't make the list. But generally, I think I'm happy with the squad. I think I'm happy with the squad. Nigeria would, I think, now we can stop our match against Rwanda, 21st match. Today is just 11. So 11 days, 10 days from now, Nigeria will be taking on Rwanda at their home, and then we'll take on Mozambique in the final, in the second as the next match for the international break. This is actually World Cup qualifiers, and in that group we have been very, very horrible. I think we are fourth. We are outside the qualification places, but I think we could qualify. We have the Arsenals to qualify. We have enough matches to get us back in the qualifying phase to get to this World Cup. And these players need to actually turn up, because it will be a very, very big shameful thing if we go 2 back-to-back World Cup. 8 years no World Cup appearance. That would be a very, very big shame for Nigeria, actually. So, and with the crop of talent of players we have, we should be heading into this World Cup and actually doing well, not just struggling in the qualifying phase. Obviously, we are qualifying for AFCON, which is a very, very good thing for us. But we really need to get over the line for this. These 2 matches should be a sure banger, a guaranteed win. You get me? A guaranteed win for us. And I think who else? Another thing I was really, really happy he did was Kelechi Iheanacho, because, brother, I don't really think that Kelechi Iheanacho has any business in this list. Kelechi Iheanacho has no business in this list. Like, what is he actually doing here? And I felt like maybe Ahmed Musa could have been called up, to be around this Super Bowl. Like, we understand all this. What's his name? Paul Onachu, Chidera Ejuke was another player that I really, really feel like I think he scored last weekend. Was another player who I really, really feel like he should have been called upon to complete this squad. You get me? And Ako Adams, I think he picked up an injury. I don't know why, if that's part of the reason that he is not in the squad right now. But yeah, that is it. And we should be going into this World Cup trying to and I actually look at it right now. Rafael Oyedika. Okay, Rafael Oyedika is not actually Frank Oyeka. Frank Oyeka didn't actually make the list. That's crazy. Frank Oyeka didn't make the list. The Dele Bashir made it. Dele Bashir didn't make the list. Dele Bashir didn't make the list. Bruh, this is mad, bruh. This is mad. Crisanto Suche, I think I think anyone that was caught up was really, really desirable. Like, man, I'm looking at this list, I'm like, shit, man. Someone could have been caught up. I think this Papadane Mustafa, I think he's in Nigerian league. I don't know whether it's Nigerian league or is he Anthony Daniels or Tony Dennis, one of them actually. But like, man, there's some serious name that is missing in this list actually. Serious name, and it looks like, okay, Sam Chukwueze made it. Sam Chukwueze is on the list actually. So yeah. By this time next week, not by this time next week actually. 10 days from now, we'll be taking on Rwanda, and guess what? We'll be covering it on this channel. You get me? So that's all for now. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And actually, this channel is it's not popular for making more Nigerian videos, which I want to be getting into right now. But there are some videos I made about players. Actually, I have a playlist titled Super Eagles. Go check out. There's some fantastic video you will like there. But make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Igobi.